Yeah, let's do that. Where's your shame? You've left us up to our necks in it. May change me, but you can't trace time. Strange fascinations fascinating me. Changes are taking the pace I'm going through. Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Oh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna get older.
Okay, so it's all ages.
But you can't trace time.
And that goes in the pre-announcements.
But I can't trace time. And then the little outro that we've been doing.
Here, right? Yes. Okay. So that'll stay the same. Hold on one sec, sorry.
All right, now I need to finish warming up. Yay, thank you, Krisha. Do you want to do it one more time? You're good? Okay, cool. All right. Honestly, I'd like to if you have time. Do you mind? We can do it real fast. Do you want us to do it fast? Let's do it fast.
All right, sand
just for
painting.
sake of memory.
Sand painting.
Plus
Perfect.
Trish.
And also so that Maria can get a sense of what they need to do to adjust the sound. Perfect.
Painting. So it's an all ages service, but you don't have to stay actually because there's stuff to do.
I still don't know what I was waiting for, and the time was running wild, a million dead end streets, and every time I thought I'd got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, oh, but I've never caught a glimpse how the others must see the faker. I'm much too
Krisha,
fast.
thanks for your patience.
Take that test.
Krisha.
Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Don't want to be a richer man. Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Just gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I watch the ripples change the size, but never leave the stream of warm impermanent sand. So the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultation. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Don't tell them to grow up and out of it. Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Where's your shame? You've left us up to our necks in it. Time may change me, but you can't trace time at a strange fashion. Let's do that transition one more time. I feel like sometimes you're coming in too soon or too late. Okay, so here it goes. Hey. There it goes. Strange fashion.
Maria, they're going to be. These two are going to be on these pulpits during the.
Let's go from "Where's your shame? You've left us up to our necks in it," and then we're going to clear the area so they can. My bad. Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's do the hymns. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yep. Oh, thank you. Yes, I usually do. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. We were actually wondering, would you be able to scoot it to the stage right just a little bit? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, much appreciated.
You guys towels or me a towel?
Well, I'm totally okay.
Yeah, I'm glad.
You guys have another sound check?
Yeah, we're going to run through the hymns, I think. Hey, YouTube Live. If you're here early, you get to see our warm-up. It'll be really fun. And you probably made a good move choosing to watch remotely It's really hot in here. The air conditioning doesn't work. Friends who are here in the building, Jeff is on his way and will try to fix it when he gets here. He did guide me through the process of going up to the roof and flipping the circuit breaker, and that was fun, and I thought that fixed it, but then it unfixed. Which is why those are open to ensure flow. If your health is at risk in the heat, I would change your mind and watch from home or somewhere there's air conditioning. Yeah. We got a Rob sound check. We got a Rob sound check.
We can put, if we aren't getting any sound through the system from the amp, we can put a speaker microphone next to the amp. We might need to. But we have the piano mic, right? What's that?
Yeah, it's a very weak signal, but that's, you know what channel that is?
We can stay in with the we'll need to pull up the other wireless one then.
That's fine. That works really well.
Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, boop.
Hey, welcome. So this one is, Robert, it's going to pop when you do that. So you can do that. So we're down 2 mics, actually.
We'll need to take it down.
Yeah, just grab it whenever you need it. All right.
Okay, yeah, can you grab those mics? All right, let's do this. All right. Out of the stars in their flight, out of the dust of eternity, here we have come. Stardust and sunlight, mingling through time and through space.
Out of the stars we have come, up from time. Out of the stars have we come.
Time out of time, before time, in the vastness of space, Earth spun to orbit the sun, Earth with the thunder of mountains newborn, the boiling of seas.
Earth warmed by the sun, lit by sunlight. This is our home. Out of the stars have we come.
Mystery hidden in mystery, back through all time. Mystery rising from rocks in the storm and the sea.
Out of the stars, rising from rocks and the sea. Kindled by sunlight on earth, arose life.
Ponder this thing in your heart, ponder with awe. Out of the sea to the land, out of the shallows came ferns. I'll need to slow it down, but
Out of the sea to the land, up from darkness to light. Rising to walk and to fly, out of the sea trembled life.
ponder this thing in your heart, life up from sea. Eyes to behold, throats to sing, mates to love.
Life from the sea, warmed by sun, washed by rain. Life from within, giving birth, rose to love.
This is the wonder of time. This is the marvel of space. Out of the stars on the earth, life upon earth rose to love.
This is the marvel of life, rising, to see and to know. Out of your heart, cry wonder, sing that we live.
That's how it is. Okay. Hopefully the volume can didn't turn out okay. Where'd Liam go? Liam. I know. I was trying to check the levels and stuff. Where'd we lost Liam? Said we lost Liam. I just need to run through the hymns now.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
If you're just coming in, you might have noticed the air conditioning is not working. However, Kelly Patton has brought in these wonderful fans, and each set of the greeters has them. If it's iffy for you to be in the heat, though, might be time to go inside an air-conditioned car or home and watch from there. Okay. We have names for child sliding.
No. Where is the other microphone? Is that the only one?
Mm-hmm.
And then for the extinguishing, we have Miss Liza Hero.
Liza who?
Hero.
Hero.
Hero. I'm just assuming Miss, but Miss.
Oh, I'll go Ms. then.
So, Winona Shelby and Liza Hero.
Got it.
And the service is done.
Seriously. Anything else you and I need to go over?
Beg pardon?
Is there anything else you and I need to go over? Enter, rejoice, and come in. It will be at the end of the day. To be Lord to the end. Open your ears to the song. Open, rejoice, and come in.
You know what? I'm doing it in my dang undershirt. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. We got body shapers here.
Let me make the announcement a little early. What's up?
Okay, when I'm going around and letting people introduce themselves, three people.
3 peeps. Okay.
We don't want to extend it.
Okay. That's not a good reason, I'll tell you that. If I may have y'all's attention, please. Service will be starting in about 5 minutes. We encourage you to use this time to fill out cards for joys, sorrows, and concerns. Parents and caregivers, if your child has a joy, sorrow, or concern, we'd love to hear those as well. The nursery is already open. You can choose to bring your young ones good morning back before service or wait to send them with the older kids. Masks are welcome but not mandatory. We have some available at either entrance. If you have any other accessibility needs, our greeters can connect you with resources. In case of emergency, there are 2 exits the way you came in and 2 exits behind me. First aid kits are in Gilmore. Nobody ever laughs when I do the airplane thing. Come on, come on. Okay. First aid kits are in the Gilmore library, the kitchen, and in the religious education rooms. Maria, everything, oh, where'd she go? Everything good? Thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Again, we'll get started in just a few minutes, and at that time, we're going to begin our worship with music. And once Liam has started the prelude, we will invite you to enter a place of calm meditation.
Thank you, guys. We're running a couple minutes late this morning, so I said, oh, let's skip the prelude, and they gave me this face like this.
Oh, no.
I think we made the good choice, don't you? Let's skip the people introducing themselves.
You betcha.
From
Good
the front
deal.
As a result.
They can, instead, everyone can just, we'll ask them if they're hot or not, and they'll go,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome here in the sanctuary. Welcome online to the Unitarian Universalist Church of St. Petersburg. This is our Sunday service, and we're on land that was stolen from the Tocobaga and Seminole indigenous Americans. My name is Ben. My pronouns are he and they. I'm back from my vacation week, and I'm excited to bring you today's worship service. It's the next one in our series of the Summer of Love, and today's features are Cherished You Value of Transformation. Now, many Jewish people celebrated Tisha B'Av this past week. Many Catholics will celebrate the feast of St. Ignatius of Loyola this week. Today we'll have music by, as you heard, Liam Dunn and Robert Logan, also with Krisha Logan. And we'll even have music from today's worship associate, Mr. Albie Cornett.
Good morning. Thanks, Reverend Ben. My name is Albie Cornett, and my pronouns are he, him, his. If you want a church where, when society moves forward, we actually acknowledge progress by updating our rituals and procedures, I have wonderful news. You may have found your church home. The lighthearted energy of our children is welcome here, and we encourage our families to bring their children and grandchildren on a regular basis. In the back, there is a basket with fidget items for children and adults.
Thanks, Albie. Today is an all-ages service, so once a month we have a service where everyone is in this room. It's a very hot room today. My thanks to Kelly Patton for very cleverly, where'd Kelly go? Thank you, Kelly, for bringing these heart-shaped fans. Yay, Kelly Patton. Also, Trish is here and is happy to go back with any children who are hot or bored to do some sand painting, and I believe our nursery staff is there already. So in case any children want to go, please help us sing them to their classes, number 413 in the gray hymnal.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the Spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
We have two announcements today. In a month and a half, UUSP will launch its 11th season of the Sunday morning 9 a.m. book discussion group, the efficacious name of which indicates that these...
Our second announcement is about our congregational survey. 58 of you filled out the survey. Thanks for that. As promised, we'll be giving this raffle prize to one of you at the end of today's worship service. You must be present to win. The survey responses are already helping us better understand what our congregation values and where we have opportunities to grow.
Please read the rest of your announcements in the order of service, in the monthly newsletter, or on the TV in Gilmore during coffee hour.
I will add one more last-minute announcement. As you can tell, the air conditioning is not working. I want to thank Jeff Bambro for being on the case, and he talked me through going on the roof this morning and flipping the circuit breaker, but that wasn't enough. So I feel it getting cooler. Do you feel it getting cooler? Is it just wishful thinking? You do feel it getting cooler?
It's faith, Reverend Ben, it's faith.
Right.
It's getting cooler.
It's faith. Anyway, thank you, Jeff, for doing your best to make the air conditioning work. If it is a health threat to you, I would take care of yourself. And we are live streaming, so even if you just go to your car and turn on the air conditioning and just watch us on your smartphone. As Unitarian Universalists, we are a people of diverse beliefs, but we share a common faith that what we do in this world matters, that every being is worthy of love, and that we're connected. We're connected to one another. We're connected to the earth. So whoever you are and wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here.
If we have any newcomers, please allow me to give y'all a special welcome. If you're new to UU St. Pete, or even relatively new, would y'all give a wave? We're not going to make you say anything today. Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Anybody else before I embarrass these folks? Hi, we're so glad to have you. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for putting your cell phones into worship mode or on mute. Please remember to ask for consent if you're going to hug or shake hands during our time to turn and greet our neighbors. And then say hello to someone who you aren't close friends with today and share what brings you joy. I think I saw my friend Kimberly back there, who brings me lots of joy. Greet your neighbor.
Susan Gore.
Hi, Susan.
Hi. Susan Gore.
Hello. Nice to meet you personally, formally. How tall are you, Miss Susan? I'm 5'4".
What is she?
She said 5?
That's your word.
So she's a few inches shorter. I'm just going to lower it down a bit. Okay. Fabulous.
The air conditioning seems to be working. It's a miracle,
Rejoice.
miracle, a true blue spectacle. Please rise as you're willing and able for our first hymn. It's called Enter, Rejoice, and Come In, and it's number, I know, I love it too, number 361 in the gray hymnal.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Please remain standing for our chalice lighting. The flaming chalice is a reminder that we choose to, you can come up now, we choose to focus here together for this time today, and that we believe such a time is sacred. Thanks, Ms. Winona Shelby, for lighting our chalice for us. When she does that, I invite you to say our covenant out loud. It's in your program.
Ooh, but Reverend Ben, I've got that new fancy chalice lighting.
Yes, before the words in your program, we have original chalice lighting words from Albee.
To light a flame is to begin a transformation of the present form to purest energy. In lighting this chalice, our flame burns away all that it may, and all is changed, except for that which is immutable. Now please join me in saying our church covenant, which is in your order of service.
Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
We come to the time in our worship service for joys, sorrows, and concerns. Those of you on YouTube Live are not in this room, but your presence is still felt. Please type your joys and sorrows into the chat. And if you have a joy, sorrow, or concern to submit during the week, please write to Reverend Ben.
Right now, Susan Gore is going to place a stone in the water for each one that was submitted this week. There's still time, if you are filling out your card, to bring it to either one of us, because we each have one, it looks like. If you can't come up, ask your neighbor to bring it up for you. And once we read the card, Albie and I will say the person's name out loud, and we'll invite you to repeat the name.
Each week, we appreciate someone or someones who have worked hard to accomplish our mission. This week, we have a stone of joy for Sandra Moss, who was not expecting this. Thank her for her amazing work on the board and for the story, which I'm now going to cut shorter because of the air conditioning issue. Last week, I had a little problem. For those who are unable to see, I broke my foot a couple of weeks ago, and I found myself in a sticky situation, which I tried to solve, got to be 10 o'clock, got to be 11 o'clock. Finally, I started sending emails to about half a dozen of my church friends. If you're up, would you please give me a call? Didn't want to call and wake anybody up. And somewhere around midnight, Sandra called me and tried to help me troubleshoot this problem. And after about 45 minutes, she said, to heck with it, I'm coming on down there. And after a couple of more hours, somewhere around 2:30, we had solved the problem. Sandra had solved the problem. The problem was that after a couple of hours, I was too panicked in my panic attack to correctly deal with a physical mechanism. And Sandra's patience, warmth, motherly affection, at no point ever was she even the slightest bit irritated with me, or if she was, she didn't show it. And for someone with a lot of trauma, especially from the years before our congregation had our beautiful conflict resolution policy, it made me feel so safe. So I would like to appreciate Sandra Moss.
Sandra Moss. Thank you, Sandra. A stone of joy and gratitude for the president of our Unitarian Universalist Association. That's Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt. I'll take this next one. And another stone for our UUA staff and leaders, especially the staff, from the UUA Southern Region Office. President Sophia Betancourt. President Sophia Betancourt.
A stone of sorrow from Johanna Zeman. Johanna is deeply saddened by the passing of Bill McLaughlin, a classical music companion. Since 2003, Bill McLaughlin.
Bill McLaughlin. A stone of sorrow for Beth Wall on the loss of her brother Kip. His memorial service will be at Eckerd College this Friday, July 1st. Kip Wall.
Kip Wall. Two stones of sorrow from Krisha Logan. Johann Sebastian Guerrero and Lorenzo Salgado Arroyo were both murdered by ICE these past few weeks. Let us say each of their names. First is Johann Sebastian Guerrero.
Johann Sebastian Guerrero. Lorenzo Salgado Arroyo.
Lorenzo Salgado Arroyo.
And this was already pre-planned stone of gratitude for me, but I'm sure it's shared by many of you, for Jeff Bambro. Now, at the time of my writing of this, I was thanking him for installing the new smart thermostats in Gilmore and Conway. This will allow us to better serve the groups who use this space rather than having to do their meetings and meditations in a furnace. But since then, he's done even more things to keep this place running, and I could probably just appreciate him every week. Jeff Bambro.
Jeff Bambro. I will go ahead and read a stone of sorrow and concern from Robert regarding the senseless attack on the Berlin, Germany Pride Festival, killing 1 and injuring 29 others. So let us hold them in our hearts.
Yeah, let's just take a breath or two. For the LGBTQIA+ community in Berlin, Germany. Stone of sorrow from Kate. It doesn't say a last name. I am losing my dear friend Susan again as she goes back to Panama, hopefully not forever. Susan Gore.
Susan Gore. And is this our final one, Rugby?
I got one.
Okay. We have Joy from Luis and Rob Myers. They are joyfully celebrating 23 years together and 13 years of marriage this week. Hooray!
Hey, happy anniversary, guys.
Luis and Rob Myers.
Luis and Rob Myers. Oh. Samantha Jones has a joy. She says, it's my friend's birthday coming up. 2, actually. Is that 2 friends or they're 2 years old? It's 2 friends? That makes more sense. So I'm excited. Samantha Jones.
Samantha Jones. And if we've got time, I will just slip in one stone of mixed joy and concern. My friend Dave Decker is a national journalistic photographer, and he told me that he was going to be down in Immokalee this weekend. And we've seen his footage of ICE officers shining lights at my friend. So if you will please join me, his name is Dave Decker.
Dave Decker.
And we will place the final stone for those joys and concerns that remain in our hearts, perhaps too tender to be spoken out loud.
Yes, may all of us find a comforting and compassionate presence in the warmth of fellowship and community. A little less warm right now.
We now invite you to say the UU St. Pete mission aloud. It is printed in your order of service. Got it? Our mission is to be an inclusive, evolving, religious community that inspires spiritual and intellectual growth to make our world a better place.
The mystery is that we're connected even when we feel apart. So let's rejoice in this beloved community that makes of the many one, and let's take about a minute of silence together.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Come on up, Susan. And now, longtime UU, Suze, shares aspects of change and constancy in her journey as a UU since 1991.
Can you see me? My favorite picture in this congregation, you know it. Okay, why? I am here speaking about going to Panama. There are two versions, people have asked me, why Panama? Why are you leaving? Two versions that I realized. One is rational. Panama welcomes Americans. The cost of living is 30 to 40% less. Accessible and excellent health care is easily available. And I know people in Panama from Gulfport, specifically people who live in the lush mountain town of Boquete, where the temperature ranges from 70 to 80 degrees year-round. Add to that fact, Boquete is known worldwide for its coffee and chocolate. These are quintessentially good reasons. There's also a more visceral, emotional reason. As the 2020 election approached, I realized I needed Plan B in case he was elected. It was an intensely visceral demand, and it only deepened with the January 6th insurrection, attempting to overthrow the government. The stolen election lies, and the bottomless abyss of chaos that has followed the 2023-24 election. So how does either version relate to change and consistency in this UU life? Great question. I was born in San Diego, but I grew up Southern Baptist in a town of 12,000, about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta, Georgia. And before you say, oh, poor thing, let me add that I consider the UU values I hold dear to be the very same values I learned growing up. The golden rule, do unto others. The Beatitudes, blessed are the merciful, the meek, the peacemakers. And my commitment to social justice comes from that upbringing as well. I wrote my first sex discrimination protest letter at age 11. It was to General Motors, sponsor of the Soapbox Derby, complaining they're not allowing little girls to participate. Now, I understand you have to be of a certain age to understand that reference, but growing up in suburban Atlanta at age 11, let me confirm, it was a big deal. How could it be? Girls were excluded when every morning we recited the Pledge of Allegiance with liberty and justice for all. 30 years later, I discovered UUism and joined the 1,000-member Dallas UU Church, led by Reverend Dr. Laurel Holman. Who knew a woman could be a minister and now leader of the UUA? As a boomer, I've lived through a lot of gains in terms of women's and black civil rights, LGBTQ equity, economic equity, and have also lived through a number of government-led losses. Vietnam, Watergate, the AIDS epidemic. Now, it is simply hard as hell to watch the values I've committed my life to promoting being thrown into the incinerator, a dumpster fire of ego and greed. The ascension of a billionaire class that views government as a commodity to be bought and sold for personal gain, with ethnic cleansing enforced by a rogue paramilitary. is simply beyond my capacity to absorb. So I'm leaving with my cat for a TBD period of time. Please understand, it is not that I hate America. It is that my heart is being broken. Now, leaving the country may seem extreme. I can only say, however, I spent 6 months in Panama last year. Did you miss me? So don't think it's like forever. But it is hard to describe the bone-deep relief of living somewhere where American politics is only a distant whisper. I will take this congregation with me in my heart. Knowing you will be here whenever I return reassures me that there is a fundamental source of goodness that persists during these deeply difficult and disturbing times. That's you. And that belief is constant amid my changes. If there's a moral to this story, a wisdom, what's in it for you, if you will, it is that self-care takes many forms, and I urge each of you to practice it and to support each other in your journeys of self-care. It's our covenant, our promise to each other, to engage in service and to help one another amid constancy and change. Thank you. May it be so.
Sure. I think that's the one I sound checked with, actually. Hey, Maria, which one should I use? Dealer's choice? Okay. Cool. Yes, please. Thank you, Krisha, for the tissues. Okay, thank you. Oh, no, yeah, just for safety. There we go. Perfect, thank you. Cool. All right. I still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, oh, but I've never caught a glimpse of how the others must see the faker. Oh, I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes, turn and face the strange. Changes, don't want to be a richer man. Changes, turn and face the strange. Changes, just going to have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I watch the ripples change their size, but never leave the stream of warm impermanence, and so the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their world are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware what they're going through. Changes, turn and face the strange. Changes, don't tell them to grow up and out of it. Changes, turn and face the strange. Changes, where's your shame? You left us up to our necks in it. Time may change me, but you can't trace time. Oh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes turn and face the strange. Changes. Pretty soon now you are gonna get older. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I tell you, time may change me, but you can't trace time.
Thank you, Albie. Thank you, Liam. Albie, I loved hearing you sing Gonna Have to Be a Different Man as a Trans Man. So this week we continue our Summer of Love, covering all 7 of our cherished UU values. Janae Johnson started us off at the beginning of the month, followed by a conversation with Ariane Betancourt for the justice value, and then Dr. Jess Hunt spoke to us about equity last week. Today we're covering transformation. Transformation is rarely comfortable, often involuntary, and yet essential to any real growth. Both Janae and I have talked about the chrysalis stage of butterfly transformation. The caterpillar literally dissolves itself into a puddle of goo, and then these things called imaginal discs sort the goo into the body parts of a butterfly. Now, I've never been a butterfly that I can remember. So I don't know how they think or feel or perceive reality, but for me, the idea of dissolving my entire body is terrifying, no matter how reassured I might be that the imaginal discs have a plan. Now that I think about it, technically this is going to happen to me. It's called death. And I'm terrified of that too. But I wonder if there are butterfly preachers somewhere setting forth the gospel of imaginal discs. I need you to believe. Believe in the power of metamorphosis. And when the time is right, we will raise our wings and fly. That's for my one-man show, Butterfly Preacher. Unitarian transcendentalist Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." I like that. Uncle Ralph was an older white guy when he said this, as I am an older white guy now. And while I appreciate Emerson's urging towards self-actualization, it's a little individualistic for me. I've learned that people who aren't white dudes experience destiny and transformation as a relational process more than an individual one. White guys might think we're in charge of our transformations, but women, BIPOC, LGBTQIA+ people often experience transformation as somewhat involuntary. Author Anais Nin said, "The day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." Suze is leaving us for Panama. It's not an option for everyone, but I'm glad it is for you. And I appreciate your describing the transformation, the 2 parts of it. It sounds as if it's a voluntary transformation, kind of, but also involuntary. You use the word visceral. You've watched, quote, the values you've devoted your life to promoting being incinerated in a dumpster fire of personal ego and greed. The ascension of a billionaire class that views government as a commodity to be bought and sold for personal gain, with ethnic cleansing enforced by a rogue paramilitary. It sounds like your transformation, like Anais Nin's, is partly for your own survival. And unlike the butterfly, you've had glimpses of life after transformation. In Panama, you've had the, quote, bone-deep relief of living where American politics are a distant whisper. In divinity school, Boston University School of Theology, and also in my internship with the Reverend Allison Palm in Nashua, New Hampshire, I was taught to offer you all a combination of prophetic and pastoral worship services. The prophetic worship is a fiery call to action, an inspiring and a challenging message, and the pastoral is a warm blanket of love and connection. They're not mutually exclusive, but depending on what we think the congregation and the world needs each week, our worship team tries to balance the two. But on weeks when there are a lot of new people, and we've already planned a very challenging prophetic worship service, I kind of cringe a little. I'd like someone's welcome to be more of the warm blanket. And yet, many of your first worship services here were the fiery prophetic ones, and that was just what you needed. You came back, not despite the fire, but because of it. Now, I love our opening hymn. Thank you all for singing, "Enter, rejoice, and come in." It's such a nice, happy tune. "Enter, rejoice, and come in." Then the verses, "Open your hearts to," no, your ears. You open your ears first. "Open your ears to this song." I can open my ears. Then it's, "Open your hearts, everyone." I can open my heart. "Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Don't be afraid of some change." Wait a minute. I see what you did there. You just snuck that one in. Masked under all that joyfulness. You made me okay with change. One of you told me in my office once, "I just want to be comfortable." And I responded by letting you know, I understand. Me too. I want to be comfortable, but it's not my job to make you all comfortable. I will love you. I will comfort you when you need it, but I'm trying to make sure you're all, if I'm trying to make sure you're all comfortable, I'm actually not doing my job. Because part of my job is transformation, facilitating, helping, encouraging a transformation. It can be joyous, but it's usually uncomfortable, at least for some of us. If we're transforming our community into an anti-racist one, which I hope we are, that's joyful for BIPOC UUs, but can be uncomfortable for white UUs. Remember, BIPOC means Black, Indigenous, people of color. If we're transforming into a community that center the lives of and the joy of trans and non-binary people, that could be uncomfortable for cisgender people. If we become known as a gay church, that's great for those of us in the LGBTQIA+ community, but might be uncomfortable for heterosexuals. And when we're uncomfortable, we tend to bump into each other a bit more, don't we? Reverend Ben, do you really have to talk about white supremacy every week? Do you really have to remind us who ISIS killed and what abortion rights, what voting rights have been taken away? I hear about that on the news. I don't have to come to church and hear it again. Most days I will listen, I will stay present, stay curious when I get a feedback like that. But some days I'm tired. Some days I'm cranky. Some days I'm defensive, especially if the air conditioner's not working. Some days, instead of responding with love and curiosity, I might snap back. "Well, do you have to be a poopy head every week?" And then I've done it. I've broken our covenant. I've broken our covenant again. But in the past, here in this congregation, the person I've injured, I've harmed, might go years without any help to repair that harm, to repair the connection. Avoiding one another doesn't help us transform, does not help us achieve our mission. Thanks to you all, though, we have this covenant that you worked on so hard for over a year, and the conflict resolution policy that goes with it. How many of you have seen the conflict resolution policy? It is lovely. It's 4 pages long. So Gigi is working on this 1-page handout, and it's beautiful. I brought you some. There's a lot to the policy, but this handout and I am going to focus on the 5-step process we're asked to do when harm is done, when folks are having a conflict, when someone says something like, "Why are you such a poopy head?" Step 1 is reflection and self-assessment. Poopy head is not very ministerial. Why did I do that? Maybe it's because it was hot, maybe because I was tired. Now, this is an individual step. We're encouraged to reflect on the situation, take a breath, use our community covenant, use additional materials available from church leaders, consider our impact versus our intent. I didn't mean they actually had poop in their head. But I can see how that might make them feel badly. That's step 1. Step 2 is the pause process. Many of you have been in meetings where we use the pause process. Anyone can do this. So if Albie hears me calling someone a poopy head, he can just say pause, and then we all pause. We take a breath, and this makes us get in the habit of, become more comfortable with navigating conflict, navigating feelings, and it addresses the concerns before they escalate. But sometimes they escalate. So then step 3 is direct, covenant-guided conversation. And that's when it's safe and appropriate to do so. We don't force someone into a conversation with someone who has abused them. The conversation takes place between the two people, so me and the person I've called poopy head. Excuse me. Here, back. Just the two of us. You can have ground rules. We agree to not interrupt one another. Sometimes we restate the other person's point of view before stating ours, so forth. And sometimes that doesn't work either, in which case step 4 is that same conversation supported by a church leader. Now, for my first few years, I was that church leader. I was the one who facilitated those. Under this new policy, I'm basically the only one who cannot facilitate them. I'm not the mediator anymore. These conversations are not counseling. They're not arbitration. They don't determine who's right. The goal is to establish shared understanding and find a path back into covenantal relationship. And sometimes that doesn't work. Our last resort is step 5. This guy just keeps calling people poopy heads. Maybe he refuses to meet. Maybe he just says, "I'm not going to stop," even when we've told him how harmful this is. And so when the behavior significantly affects the community, when a committee or a ministry can't function due to this behavior, or when safety concerns emerge, it's escalated to the board, to me, and we usually ask the person either stay away from the community for a little while, or, in rare cases, revoke their membership and issue a no trespass order. And I'm proud of us for doing this. This avoids the, those of you who've heard of the paradox of acceptance. If we say all are welcome and all behaviors are welcome, that means someone from the KKK is like, "Oh, thank God, I've been looking for a church. All are welcome. I'll come in here with my KKK values." And that makes it unsafe. We can't accept all behaviors. We can accept anyone, but we can't accept all behaviors. Many UU congregations find it hard to take this step, especially when the one with the persistent behavior has been a pillar in the community for years. When we allow such behavior, though, we make it unsafe for others to participate or even join. And when I say pillar of the community for years, who are you thinking of? Because I'm thinking of people who look like me, older white people. And when we let these folks stay despite being unwilling to change, that's BIPOC people, that's younger people we are driving away. So yes, transformation can be hard, toes can be stepped on, feelings can be hurt, but we have guidance in resolving our conflicts when toes are stepped on. And the rewards are great. And that's true in any relationship. Lucinda and I celebrated our first fight and our first reconciliation more than I did our first date. The fact that we communicated, that we listened, that we transformed our relationship into one where we can resolve conflicts, that was much more exciting to me than a dinner and a movie. So in the words of that mythical butterfly preacher, let us believe in the power of transformation. And when the time is right, let us raise our wings and fly. We'll close with some words from you, Minister Elizabeth Wynn. And thank you, Albie, for joining me from your pulpit. As Unitarian Universalists, our journey is to transform the big and the small, to transform ourselves, and to transform the world. Universalism means no one is outside the circle of love, and no one is disposable.
No one is outside of the circle of love, and no one is disposable. We stubbornly seek out the spark of the divine in each other, no matter what. Interdependence means none of us is truly free until we are all free, and our thriving is bound up in the earth's thriving.
None of us is truly free until we are all free. We struggle for liberation from the violence of white supremacy, sexism, ableism, classism, and heterosexism. Our covenants mean we make promises to our communities to honor love and justice above all else. We make promises to honor love and justice above all else. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be.
Thank you, Reverend Ben. That was beautiful. And now time for the offering. We eat fruit from trees planted long before we were born. May we plant seeds that bear fruit long after we're gone. In the sanctuary, the offering will now be given and received.
I'll go up there. So we're going to do number 530 out of the book, which is normally a call and response, but we are going to do the call and response here. We're trying something a little bit different in the theme for today, so this is going to be maybe a little meditative for you to listen to.
It's going to be meditative.
Out of the stars in their flight, out of the dust of eternity, here have we come. Stardust and sunlight, mingling through time and through space.
Out of the stars have we come, up from time. Out of the stars have we come.
Time out of time, before time, in the vastness of space, Earth spun to orbit the sun, Earth with the thunder of mountains newborn, the boiling of seas.
Earth, warmed by sun, lit by sunlight, this is our home. Out of the stars have we come.
Mystery hidden in mystery, back through all time. Mystery rising from rocks in the storm and the sea.
Out of the stars, rising from rocks and the sea, kindled by sunlight on earth, arose life.
Ponder this thing in your heart. Ponder with awe. Out of the sea to the land, out of the shallows came ferns.
Out of the sea to the land, up from darkness to light, rising to walk and to fly. Out of the sea trembled life.
Ponder this thing in your heart, life up from sea. Eyes to behold, throats to sing, mates to love.
Life from the sea, warmed by sun, washed by rain. Life from within, giving birth, rose to love.
This is the wonder of time. This is the marvel of space. Out of the stars swung the earth. Life upon earth rose to love.
This is the marvel of life, rising to see and to know. Out of your heart, cry wonder, sing that we live.
Your gifts, which are given in love, are received with great joy. Thank you. Robert or Krisha, can you grab the bowls for me as they come up? Because I am going to give away a raffle prize. And Liam has brought some appropriate music for a raffle giveaway. Tickets go in here. Our raffle prize includes a purple mug with a lovely gold chalice, a UU Chalice journal, a crystal, and a shirt sponsored by Social Justice. Once again, thank you to everyone who completed the congregational survey. Big thanks to Janae Johnson and her team for creating and administering the survey. Your feedback offered thoughtful insight into what people value about UU St. Pete, including community, meaningful worship, spiritual and intellectual growth, social justice, stronger communication, and more opportunities for connection. Your responses will be shared with church leadership and will help guide future planning. Who would like to pick the winning ticket? Krisha. Albie's ready on the drum. And the winner is... I need my glasses. Ticket number 32, which is Michael Rowe. Woo! Congratulations, Michael. Michael's not here.
Oh no, you must press it to win.
I know, I said that. Now I feel like I want to take it back, but I already said it. I'll pick the next one because I'm up here. Sorry, Michael. The winner is number 40, Joe Wedman. Congratulations, Joe. Well deserved. Thank you. Don't tell Michael, someone said. We have a closing hymn. Please rise as you're willing and able. It's number 113 in the gray hymnal. Where is our holy church?
All right, so this is my fault. It is not 113.
It's not 113.
But it's close. It's 112.
112.
Really close.
112, do you hear?
I was so close.
All right, Liam is going to play through it so you can hear it, and then we will start on the second round. Do you hear, oh my friend, in the place where you stand, through the sky, through the land? Do you hear, in the heights on the plain, in the vale on the main, in the sun, in the rain? Do you hear, through the roar, through the rush, through the throng, through the crush? Do you hear in the hush of your soul, hear the cry, hear won't still, hear the heart's call to will, hear a sigh starting thrill in your soul, from the place where you stand to the outermost band. Do you hear, oh my friend? Do you hear, all the dreams, all the dares, all the sighs, all the prayers? They are yours, mine and theirs. Do you hear,
You may be seated. Our closing words are from George Bernard Shaw. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. We are created wise, not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Please remain seated as Robert Logan plays our postlude.
Okay, right here. Right here. Oh, that's fine. I don't need. All right, so my selection of this song, I think it fits very well with our religion, with UUism, because this song, Where Are You Going by Dave Matthews, is really about offering support to somebody and friendship and not trying to tell them what is right or what they need to do. And I think that that fits with us very well and with the theme for today. Where are you going with your long face hanging down? Don't hide away like an ocean that you can't see, but you can smell and the sound. The waves crash down. I am no Superman. I have no answers for you. I am no hero, that's for sure. But I do know one thing. Where you are is where I belong. I do know where you go is where I want to be. Where are you going? Where do you go? Are you searching for answers to questions under the stars? Well, if along the way you are grown weary
can rest with me till a brighter day. You're okay. I am no Superman. I have no answers for you. I am no hero, that's for sure. But I do know one thing: where you are is where I belong. I do know where you go is where I wanna be. Where are you going? Where do you go? Where do you go? Tell me, where are you going? Where do you go? I am no Superman. I have no answers for you. I am no hero, that's for sure. But I do know one thing: where you are is where I belong. I do know where you go is where I wanna be. Tell me, where are you going? Where do you go? Let's go. Thank you all.
We invite y'all to follow along with the hand gestures: light of truth, warmth of love, fire of courage, as Liza Hero extinguishes our chalice. The words to UU St. Pete's traditional chalice extinguishing are in your order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of love, or the fire of courage. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world.
Our worship is over, but our service begins. Please join us for coffee hour in Gilmore Hall. That's right there. I hear Suze brought a cake. Thank you, Suze. I'll be in India and Nepal for my study leave for most of August, but if you have a pastoral need, you can contact Janae Johnson or Aaron Powers. We hope this time together will help you through your week and will help you remember you are not alone. Blessings, friends.
Right?